Hi everyone, welcome to our service design project for HBM 494. We decided to come up with a concept called Cinecarre on the Palouse. I'm Maddie.
I'm Olivia.
I'm Madison.
I'm Lindsay.
I'm Katie, and our other member wasn't able to be here today, Paige. For our executive summary, our service design project, we decided to redesign a drive-in movie theater, creating a business called Cinecarre on the Palouse that includes a functioning restaurant located in the small town of Pullman, Washington. For our primary research, we conducted a survey that was sent out to students and residents of Pullman. For our secondary data, we researched studies and other scholarly journals done on drive-in movie theaters, cinebars, and entertainment for college students. This dinner and a show entity can truly appeal to any target market depending on whatever movie is being shown. However, we did decide our primary target market was towards young adults due to the constant revolving of underage 25-year-olds in Pullman and Moscow region who move here to attend Washington State University and University of Idaho.
The inspiration for Cinecarre on the Palouse came from Cinebar theaters, which, if you don't know, allow customers to enjoy movies complemented by full-service dining. We wish to provide an experience that revamps movie entertainment as it is known. Our mission at the Cinecarre is to meet the desired expectations of every individual through unique amusement and great food. Our team is dedicated to decision-making in the best interest of our customers and aims for optimal growth through the years of operation. In addition to movies, we will also offer comedy nights, small concerts, and other gigs on occasion to increase our success rate and net profits. Like Katie mentioned, the Cinecarre will reside in the quaint town of Pullman, Washington. Despite being the most populated town in the country, Pullman has very limited entertainment options, leaving college students in a constant search for fun things to do. Because this area is considered a college town, we predict our busiest months will revolve around the school year, with the highest profit generated in August through October, slowing down from November through February due to unfavorable snowy weather, and increasing once again from March through May. Additionally, in the warmer summer months, we plan to cater the Cinecarre towards a wider audience, including Pullman locals and their families. We would create family nights with more kid and family-friendly movies from Disney, Pixar, and Nickelodeon. Here's our blueprint and flowchart of how the service works. As a customer, the process of our service will be fairly simple. Upon arrival, groups will be met by our front parking lot attendant, who will then proceed to take the flat rate ticket per car. They will then be instructed to a numbered spot within the lot, which will be first come, first serve. If you want to be closer up to the screen, you'll want to arrive early. Once parked, groups will not be able to move the position of their car to another spot as vehicles will begin to file in around them. Of course, planning for emergency exit situations, there will be enough room to drive in between the rows of the cars. After the initial payment, each group will also receive napkins with a QR code, bringing them to our online menu where individuals can order food throughout the night. This site will ask the customer to input their assigned parking spot number, as well as the color and make of the vehicle they came in. Our hired food runners will make their way over to each car when orders are placed and ready. Customers will have the option to also keep their tab open from movie start to finish or choose to order and pay only once directly after. Cleanup will be self-monitored and trash bins will be strategically placed throughout the parking lot, which will be taken care by staff once the night is over. Additional cleaning protocols will be instituted and taught during this employee training. This is a bigger layout of our design. Starting with the top row, you can see the way customers will view the service, and then going into the second row is the external operation where employees will interact with customers, and then the bottom row is the internal operation where people will be behind the scenes.
So for pricing, Cinecarre on the Palouse will have multiple different options. We will charge a flat rate of $25 per car to get into the event and reserve a spot for the movie. The cars will be able to have as many people as there are seat belts in the car, meaning it's $25 entry fee, no matter if there's anywhere from 1 to 8 people in your car, and how many seat belts each car permits. We will offer a discount on Wednesdays for college students, where the entry fee is only $15 if customers show their Cougar card or University of Idaho student ID. One of our goals is to attract a large collegiate population between Pullman and Moscow, and we hope that by offering this discount, we can bring in a larger crowd and create loyal customers. We believe this pricing is both beneficial for the customer and for the business. When a car comes to park at one of our movies, it doesn't cost us any more if there are more people in the car. For the customer, if a family or a group of friends wants to pile in one car to the drive-in movie, they will just pay the one flat entry fee for their car instead of paying per person. Just like a restaurant, we will also offer food for customers to purchase during their time at our drive-in movie. Our menu will consist of appetizers, entrees, movie theater snacks, and drinks/dessert. Our menu will be based around bar food with menu items like jalapeno poppers, mozzarella sticks, wings, burgers, and fries. We will also offer more movie theater type food for people who want the true movie experience, such as popcorn, nachos, soft drinks, and candy. We would like our pricing to be simple so we don't have to bring a cash register from car to car. With that in mind, we'd like to keep our appetizers at $8 and our entrees with fries at $12. By grouping our menu items into price categories, we can hopefully have exact change for people and have a card scanner attached to the employee's phone who is taking the order. We will most likely start with a limited menu while we're starting up and then expand our menu options as we attract more of a steady customer base. Once again, food will be optional so that customers can choose to pay the entry fee only and just watch the movie. After distributing our survey, we found that on average, most respondents stated they would want to order food at an event like this. This positive response affirmed our decision to implement a menu into Cinecarre on the Palouse, since many participants would be interested in ordering food while the movie was playing. This system is perfect for the current pandemic because it offers a drive-through type of no-contact service where customers can remain in their car for the duration of the movie with limited contact to employees and other guests.
So while we were conducting our primary research, we were curious about 3 different things. One was, as Lindsay mentioned earlier, if students and residents would be willing to pay for the flat rate as well as dinner. And then we were also curious about how residents and students would respond and how excited they would be. And then we were also confident, but also we were curious and confident that our idea would kind of thrive in this area because we are such a small town. So I'm going to go into kind of what our research found with those questions. So first, our initial thoughts were proven to be accurate when we asked respondents, when you hear drive-in movie theater, how excited are you? As you can see, 52% of respondents highlighted they would they were ecstatic about their experience and about this idea, which makes us really, really confident because, out of our, I think it was 130 respondents, more than half of those residents and students said that they would be, quote, ecstatic about this idea. And then, as Lindsay touched on earlier, given a flat rate for entry/movie ticket, would you opt to pay for food as well? 74% of respondents highlighted that they would pay for both dinner and a movie. This data is encouraging for us because many of the current residents are willing to pay for a flat rate as well as dinner because it's more convenient and appeals to values of students and residents, which I'll touch on a little later when I speak about secondary research. And then this again is just more really, really encouraging data. The NA section there is where students selected so that we really got to see which families would attend. And majority of families said that, yes, my kids would love this idea, especially if, there were family nights available, which would be awesome, especially in the summers when students aren't here, so that we could stay open and could stay afloat and could continue to generate revenue with those family nights. So in our secondary research, we found 2 important articles. One was an empirical study on consumer satisfaction of college students to movie theater from the Wuhan University of Technology School of Management. Um, in this article, we learn how students are increasingly looking for new entertainment, and we learning about CS, which is a feeling of pleasure or disappointment when comparing one's expectation and perception of a certain product of service or service. This study found that convenience was the biggest factor that affects college students. The reason we chose this article was because a drive-in movie theater on the Palouse with the app that we have generated will be arguably one of the most convenient things to do, especially given the pandemic. So, it'll be really, really convenient for a group of, 4 roommates to jump in the car and then go park in a parking spot and sit back and relax and order food and have someone bring it to them. That sounds super convenient for me. And as we've seen in our research, our primary research, that is also, we also had really great feedback there. Our second article that we found was effects of consumption values on customer satisfaction in movie theaters, a focus on college students, from Kim Kiso at Korean Science. This study focused on 4 different categories to determine which were more important to college students. 1 being convenience, 2 being pricing strategy, 3 being experience, and 4 being marketing communication. This research found that students are more likely to use or reuse a movie theater if they're happy with physical environment and services. Based on this study, we know that to make students happy, they need to feel that it's not a hassle to visit us while enjoying our company at the same time. This, as I've touched on earlier, the drive-in movie theater allows us to do this. And, we found that college students value emotional and epistemic values, which will offer by giving patrons the chance to simply drive up, park, and then sit back and relax, ensuring emotional investment by offering an app where you can order dinner and then have it be brought to you so that patrons are emotionally involved in the movie that they're watching. Finally, we will play movies that tie into all genres and categories, as well as requesting suggestions from guests via social media to encourage patrons to find values that fit with all types of patrons. Again, the study from
All right, as for our target market, so Cinecarre on the Palouse is the perfect business model because it can be adapted to fit any target market depending on the movie that we are playing. However, because the median age of residents who live in Pullman is 22 years old, we have decided to primarily market towards young adults. Specifically, we would target young adults who are open to new activities, enjoy hanging out with their friends, are active on campus and social media, and those who appreciate entertaining films and quality food, because that's what we offer. By positioning ourselves in Pullman, Washington, we have access to a variety of college-age students who are here to attend Washington State University and University of Idaho, thus giving us a brand new customer base of the same demographic every 4 years. So when it comes to competition, beyond the multiple bars and restaurants throughout Pullman and Moscow, the only really fun hospitality service options are at the Pullman Village Center cinemas, Zeppo's Bowling Alley, and Moscow Ice Rink. The Pullman cinemas will be our closest competitor because we offer similar services and target the same markets. So Pullman Cinema's strengths include the consistent demand for entertainment in the Palouse area, especially because this movie theater can target multiple audiences at once. For example, they can play PG and Disney movies for children, comedies and adventure flicks for teens and students, romance movies for a fun date night, and horror movies for any thrill seekers. Furthermore, movie theater box office numbers are expected to grow parallel to film industry growth. So despite all of their strengths, Pullman Village Center Cinemas has many strengths, but it is also outweighed by their weaknesses. Pullman Cinemas offers a very limited service structure. Customers purchase their respective movie tickets, have the option to indulge in overpriced popcorn, candy, and drinks, and then they enjoy the movie. This is a very simple model, and it is accessible to all patrons, but it is definitely lacking a wow factor to make it stand out from other entertainment services in the area. If Pullman cinemas would offer more quality food options, such as lunch, dinner, alcoholic beverages, and desserts at a lower price, more customers would be inclined to treat their trip to the cinemas as a combined dinner and movie experience, which in turn would raise their sales. Furthermore, movie theaters have experienced a huge decline in sales since the COVID-19 pandemic began in March of 2020. Like many businesses in America, movie theaters were forced to shut down when the pandemic hit due to the indoor and high risk of spreading the virus through the felt chairs and inconvenience of social distancing. While restrictions have loosened since the beginning of the pandemic, and there is hope for change with the rollout of the vaccine, consumers will still be hesitant to attend indoor movie theaters, thus giving drive-in movies like Cinecarre on the Palouse a huge advantage over indoor movie theaters like Pullman cinemas. Lastly, surveys conducted pre-pandemic in June of 2019 showed that only 14% of US adults visited a movie theater one or more times per month, but 46% stated that they went to the cinema to watch a movie once a year or less. With consumers going to the movie theaters once a year or less, both indoor and drive-in movies will continue to experience a falling demand, especially with convenient streaming services such as Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus taking over the movie sector. As seen on this positioning map, Cinecarre on the Palouse beats all of its competition because the business concept can reach multiple target audiences depending on the movie, and it has a wider range of food to order. Because of its superior position in the market segment, Cinecarre on the Palouse will beat its competition in the Pullman and Moscow region.
So as for our promotion strategy, like Madison touched on, our target market consists of college students and young adults, which are primarily using social media as a form of communication. So we will do so as well. Facebook and Instagram are both platforms that will be most effective for these promotional purposes. They reach young adults and also families who are using those platforms. We will also use a consistent handle throughout each account, such as Cinecarre Palouse, and will provide a short description of our business in the biographies of these accounts, as well as a link to our website. We will post to these accounts regularly, advertising food, our movie schedule, and any deals or specials we may be offering at the moment. We will also use the question and poll features on these platforms to allow for follower engagement, such as suggestions and voting on films that we show. This will allow us to gain an understanding of our market's interest, as well as let our customers know that we deeply care about their preferences. Through these media platforms, we will also create a geotag for our location. This will make it clear to viewers where we can be found and increase our exposure as customers begin to tag our location in their photos. We will also reach out to accounts with larger followings, such as WSU Pullman and Pullman Local, to ask them to make posts promoting our business. Additionally, we will communicate upcoming events, deals, and film schedules via email to our loyal customers.
All right, so for loyalty program, to sign up, customers will be able to create an account through our website, on our app, or with an employee while visiting our Cinecarre location. It's very easy to sign up. All you need to give them is your name, email, and birthday, and create a password for the account. The program will allow customers to earn points with every food or drink purchase they made, as well as we are considering implementing points for just a normal flat rate ticket as well. To prove they are a member of the loyalty program at the time of the purchase, customers can provide their name. Like I said, they also can scan an individualized code found in their account when logged into either the website or the app. And the program also offers free popcorn or a basket of fries for loyalty customers on their birthday. We will also allow the fraternities, sororities, and multicultural Greek chapters at Wazoo and University of Idaho to rent out the theater and restaurant for sisterhood or brotherhood events or philanthropies for a discounted price. And this will not only expand our audience and target market, but also hopefully create loyal customers that didn't know of us before that came for maybe a Greek life event or something like that, so we can create a wider customer base.
In conclusion, the goal of our business is to to revamp the movie industry and with Cinecarre on the Palouse. Cinecarre is an adopted business model that will grow the film industry and hospitality sector. Our service idea can target multiple audiences depending on the movie being shown. However, due to the median resident being in Pullman about 22, we chose to primarily focus our market towards the younger audiences of the Palouse. Our service will offer a unique and enjoyable entertainment for those students and families, unlike something very inexpensive and enjoyable entertainment option on the Palouse. Our loyalty program will consist of a point system where every food or drink you purchase will earn you points that can be redeemed towards a free popcorn or a basket of fries to appeal our loyal and returning customers. Thank you for listening to our presentation today.
Thank you.